Fala galera, beleza? Sejam todos bem-vindos a mais um vídeo aqui no canal. Estamos de volta aqui hoje com Red Dead Redemption 1. Depois de 12 dias, galera, sem sair vídeo de Red Dead. Perdão a todos que estavam ansiosos esperando aí a continuação da série, né, mano? Nós paramos aí no último episódio, depois de acabar aí com o Dutch, certo? Quem não assistiu o último episódio, clica no card que tá aparecendo aqui em cima e dá uma conferida lá, galera. O último episódio foi o episódio número 20 e ele saiu no dia 20 do mês passado, dia 20 de setembro, se eu não estiver enganado, ok? E desde então não saiu mais nenhum episódio, galera, e vocês estavam me cobrando bastante. Até mandar um salve pro Elmo Souza, todo vídeo o Elmo tava perguntando: cadê Red Dead? Cadê Red Dead? Eu quero continuidade aí do Red Dead. E não tava saindo, galera, me perdoem, mas vamos que vamos, vou voltar a postar aí até a gente finalizar aqui a história principal do jogo, beleza? Eu tô indo em direção agora a Abigail, ok? A esposa aí do nosso querido John Marston. Porque se o agente Ross estiver cumprindo aí a sua palavra, ele libertou aí Abigail e o Jack, né? Que estavam presos aí até o John fazer os serviços pra ele, ok? E como nós já terminamos os serviços, então Abigail e o Jack precisam estar livres lá no nosso rancho, tranquilo? E é pra lá que eu tô indo, galera. Tô indo em direção ao nosso rancho, tranquilo? E quem gosta dos vídeos de Red Dead Redemption 1 aqui no canal, já deixa o like aí, certo? E você que tá chegando agora, se inscreve aí e ativa todas as notificações pra não perder nenhum vídeo novo, beleza? Poderia muito bem pular essa cerca aqui, galera, porém eu vou entrar pela frente aqui certinho, cara, porque essa vai ser a primeira vez aqui na série que a gente vai entrar aqui no rancho do John Marston. E tá cheio de lobos ali, pelo que eu posso ver, mano. Tá cheio, cheio, cheio. Aqui, galera, será que a Abigail vai estar aí? E vai ser a primeira vez que a gente vai ver a Abigail aqui no Red Dead 1, tá, galera? Ó, aquele lá deve ser o tio. Lá no curral lá, galera, ó. E a Abigail deve estar aqui, a Abigail e o Jack. O retorno da... não consegui ler.
Abigail! Jack! Anyone here? Anyone home? Oh, darling. I never thought I'd see this day again.
You no-good hillbilly piece of shit! I thought you was dead! I thought you was dead, John, huh? Where you been? Where you been?
You know where I've been, darling. You know.
You saw Dutch, didn't you?
Yeah, I saw him.
And Bill?
Yeah, I saw him too.
And you didn't go back to him?
I left that life. Just as you left yours. How'd they treat you?
Oh, I can take care of myself, John. One guard got funny on me one time, but I wasn't so ladylike and he didn't try it again. Nor no one else.
How's the boy?
Oh, like you. And like me. Well, he's like a kid growing up without a father.
That ain't fair.
What is fair?
Well, some trees flourish, others die. Some cattle grow strong, others are taken by wolves. Some men are born rich enough and dumb enough to enjoy their lives. Ain't nothing fair, you know that.
We tried to change. I mean, ain't that what you're supposed to do?
We did change. And it's over now. Jack! Jack, come here, boy.
Hello, sir.
Come here. How you been?
Coyotes ate all the chickens and poachers took the cattle. I tried, Father. I tried.
I know you did, son. I know.
And don't you go blaming me, boy. Don't you go blaming me.
I ain't blaming no one, old man, but since you're still alive, there's 4 mouths to feed. And no cattle.
That's a nice way to greet somebody. Why don't I get a warm and tender embrace?
Consider the fact I ain't put a bullet in your embrace, old man. You were supposed to look after the place.
I did. Well, I did my best. Thing is, there was too many of them. I thought you was dead. I wasn't drinking.
Hold your excuses until you figured out which one to use. Jack, go get your bags packed, boy. We got work to do. We leave in the morning. Go on.
Yes, sir.
Where are you going?
Well, it's getting kind of dark now, but in the morning we've got to go get ourselves some more cattle. I've got friends at McFarland's ranch. It's over in Hennigan's stead who can sell us some. Now, Abigail, I hope you learned to cook.
Yes. Didn't I say, rather than some prison, they actually kept me incarcerated in a cooking school for young ladies.
Tá todo mundo de volta, galera. O John já foi recebido com um tapão ali pra ficar garoto. E agora anoiteceu. Porém agora a gente precisa ir até o Jack. E o John trocou de roupa. O John tá com uma roupa diferente aí. Deve ter tomado um banhozinho, coitado. Cadê o Jack?
Hello, sir.
Hello, sir. Hello, Jack.
We should get moving.
Beleza, galera. Será que a gente vai até o Rancho McFarlane? É isso mesmo. Bora, Jack. Eu vou falar e eles vão me interromper. Aquela vez, quando a gente tava fazendo as missões do Rancho McFarlane, o John perguntou à senhorita lá, ó, se depois que ele resolvesse tudo que tinha pra resolver, ela poderia ajudar ele, né, a começar a vida dele aqui, certo? No rancho dele, vender algumas cabeças de gado, alguma coisa assim. E ela concordou, ela disse que ajudaria. Bora,
How you
Jack.
feeling, Jack?
I'm feeling fine, sir.
We got a decent ride ahead of us.
I've never been to Hennigan's stead. How do you know these ranchers?
I met them while I was away. The McFarlands are good people. We need folks we can trust right now.
Met them how?
I was sick and they looked after me.
Sick how?
You sure got a lot of questions.
I don't often get a chance to ask them. Was it a gentleman's complaint? What do they call it? The morning drip?
Good God, boy, no! Where do you learn these things?
Uncle told me about it.
Well, he'd know, the dirty old fool. No, I just got weak for a while. Acted foolishly, got in trouble. Guess I was a little out of practice.
Tomou um tiro, né, John? Foi isso que aconteceu. Vamos passar pelo Porto dos Ladrões?
What?
Where were you all that time? Where'd you go?
What'd your mother tell you?
She said it was some kind of important government business.
That's about right. Some people thought I owed them some favor.
Why did they take us away?
They thought it wasn't safe for you here by yourself. Those men harm you?
Oh, no, they're okay. Some of them even told me stories. I think I'd like to be a government man one day. Or a politician.
I'd rather you chose an honest profession.
Like you mean?
I know I ain't been the best father, Jack. I made some bad choices. But all that life, it's over now.
As ideias do Jack, galera. Querendo ser um homem do governo.
Oh, was it something to do with Mr. Dutch and Bill? Why you went away?
Who told you that?
I kept hearing people say their names. That's all.
Yeah, I caught up with Bill and Dutch. We had some old business needed settling.
Look out!
Que isso, Jack? Tá maluco?
Where are they now?
They're gone, son. We won't be seeing them again.
They were angry at you, weren't they? That's why we had to leave.
They was just good men who turned bad. I'll explain it to you one day.
And what does that make you?
I guess I'm a bad man who tried to be a good father. I don't know. Every man has a right to change. A chance of forgiveness. Ain't that what the good book says?
You've never read me the good book, sir.
Well, I imagine that's what it says.
Acho que estamos chegando, galera.
So, you ready to learn about herding cattle?
I've never seen you hurt anything, Pop. Apart from the odd pack of drunks.
There's the ranch. Come on, let's see if we can find Mr. McFarland.
Chegamos, galera. Olha ele ali, ó. O pai da... Eu esqueci o nome da mulher.
John Marston. Now, there's a face I thought I'd never see again. Some of our public servants in Blackwater sent you back on another homicidal errand to protect and save us from Lord only knows what.
Thankfully not, sir. I was hoping you might still be able to sell me some cattle.
My boy, it would be a pleasure. Bonnie's out in the crowd now. She'll be more than happy to help you.
Take care now, Mr. McFarland. Good luck. All right, Jack. You're gonna have an important job. I want you to lead the herd while I drive them from the back. Keep us all moving in the right direction.
Sure, Paul. I can do that, no problem.
And if you see cows straying off, can you help me round them up?
I'll do my best, sir.
Bonnie McFarlane é o nome da mulher. Só tava lembrando do McFarlane. Ela tá por aqui, galera. Olha ela aí, ó.
Good Lord, do my eyes deceive me? A devil walks among us.
I said I'd be back when this was all over, Miss McFarland. After the barn fire, you remember?
Of course I remember. I just didn't believe a word of it. So, you've come for some cattle?
Yeah, I'm finally starting up my farm again. Or trying to, at least.
You'll be fine. You've been taught well. Come on, then.
Posicione-se atrás do rebanho. Tem muito, mas muita vaca aqui, galera. Beleza, vambora, vambora. Conduz o gado para fora do cercado. Ok. Nossa, mano, é muito.
Go. Jack, keep them headed towards the river.
Vamos lá, galera. Vamos ter que conduzir as vacas até o rio.
Come on.
O negócio é que elas vão...
Give you a hand to get them moving.
Muito obrigado, senhorita Bonnie McFarlane.
Good luck, John. Come back and see us sometime.
So, what happened? Last I heard you were headed for some exotic escapade in Mexico.
It's a long story. Too long to tell without a drink in my hand.
Back to the riddles, I see. And Mr. Williamson?
Let's just say Bill and I settled our differences. Easy.
Mano, o Jack... Aquele é o Jack que tá perdido lá?
Yeah. Say hello to Miss McFarland, Jack.
Hello?
Ah, the arrogance of youth. He gets a
Meu
little fur
Deus do
on
céu.
his lip and he thinks he knows best all of a sudden.
Eu esqueci como faz pra gente... Ah, tá, lembrei.
How's your wife?
She's well, I think. We haven't had much time to talk yet.
Well, I'm glad you're back together again.
It's gonna take some time. We've all been through a lot.
Cara, eles não estão me ajudando.
How's the ranch? Move it.
Nem o Jack, nem a mulher.
Get going. Come on.
Aqui, aqui. Meu Deus do céu. Sai daqui, vaca.
Move, let's go. Yeah. Slow down. Let's move here, my four-legged friends.
Onde é que tá esse rio? É aqui, galera. Meu Deus do céu. Tem uma solta aqui, cara.
Come on, slow coaches.
Looks like you got him under control. I best get back to Pa.
Nice to see you again, Miss McFarland. And thanks for
Call me
everything.
Bonnie, you don't.
Ela foi embora, galera.
Jack, we need to move him across the river.
Conduz o rebanho até o outro lado do rio. Compraram pouca vaca, né, galera? Só 15.
Stay together, you dumb animals.
Daqui a pouco uma vaca desce aí
Come on.
pra rio abaixo.
Doing a good job, son. Just lead him straight up the hill towards home.
Will do, Paul.
Yeah.
Agora é até o rancho, galera. Que a gente vai ter que conduzir as vacas, mano. As vacas sonsa. Beleza, seguiu o cavalo ali, não. Elas ficam desviando. Que lugar é esse aqui, cara? Aqui é o Porto dos Ladrões ainda?
Come on.
Eu quero vir aqui no Red Dead 2, cara. Eu descobri esse lugar jogando em off lá no Red Dead 2, tipo. Aí fiquei de ir lá em vídeo e não fui de jeito nenhum. Fica cheio de bandidos lá. Move! Bora, Jack, acelera essa carroça aí. É vaca demais, galera. Ó, a outra querendo ficar pra trás aqui, ó. Opa, sem descer pra baixo aqui. Vai pra lá, rapaz. Ah, galera. Nossa, galera, tem bandidos aqui. Nossa, mano. Do nada, bandidos, galera. Tem gente atrás de mim, velho. Só tem 14... Uma vaca tá voltando, mano. Vaca. Vai pra lá, vaca. Agora já era, galera. Daqui já se perdeu do rebanho. Tanto que nem tava mostrando ali a contagem de vacas mais. Do nada, bandido.
No, I'm fine. I wasn't scared, honest.
Sorry you had to see that, son. Those men won't be stealing from anybody else. All right, let's round up the stragglers and get moving.
Agora eu vou te buscar. Vamos voltar. Vai pra lá, vaca. A gente vai ter que chegar com as 15 lá, galera. Tentaram assaltar a gente aqui, mano. Bora. Conduz o rebanho até o recanto Beaches Row. Que não chega nunca, tá lá na frente. Vaca, vai logo. Cara, tinha que ter como fazer isso aqui no Red Dead 2, né, cara? Move! Por que tá contando 14 de 15, sendo que a 14ª tá logo aqui atrás, ó? Já tá praticamente junto. Ó a missão. Vai falar que eu cheguei só com 14 vacas, galera, sendo que a outra tá bem aqui, ó. Olha lá. Agora voltou 15 de 15. Pra dentro do cercado, Beleza.
Nice work, son.
We made it.
Did real good out there. Go on. Hit your horse and wait for me by the stable.
Amarre seu cavalo no palanque. Vamos amarrar o cavalo aqui, galera.
So we're ranchers now?
Did a good job, son. Nice shooting.
Thanks, Pa.
Make a rancher of you yet.
Beleza. Vacas reunidas, 15. Tá ligado, né, galera? E aí já tem mais uma missão do Jack e mais uma missão da Abigail. Volte entre 11 da manhã e 6 da noite, galera. Então vamos vir aqui na da Abigail pra ver. Ou será que é essa que tá falando pra gente voltar nesse horário aí? Não, essa dá pra ir. Queria dar o nome da missão?
What you cooking?
Same thing I've been cooking the past 15 years with the hope of poisoning you.
Ain't working so well.
Not yet.
I'll be honest, though. Tastes bad enough to kill a man.
I never was much of a cook, but I did try to be a good wife.
And you have been.
Given what we was and what we came from, I think we've gone and done okay. I look at Jack, I look at him, and I think we've been blessed. Maybe he can be something more.
He's a good kid. He can be whatever he wants to be. He ain't gonna be no frontier gunslinger killing and running those gang, though. That way's over. Railroads and government and motor cars and everything gone and done away with all that.
And he ain't gonna marry no orphaned working girl running with a bunch of hucksters, neither.
If he meets one like you, I hope he'll marry her.
Stop. For an illiterate gunslinger, you sure know how to make a girl blush. God damn crows! John! You have got to go deal with them. They've broken into the silo again and are eating all the corn out from it.
Of course, my angel.
Wait, get out of there.
All right, all right.
Come on. Scat. Shh.
Milho restante. Espante os corvos para longe do silo. Beleza. Cadê o... Ó, aquele ali vai tomar 2 tiros. Carrega. Oxe, como que o milho tá acabando se os corvos nem estão entrando lá, mano? Recarrega, John. Mano, como que os corvos tá comendo milho se o corvo nem tá entrando no silo? Cara, eu vou ter que matar todos esses corvos. Galera, vou fracassar nessa missão, cara. Nossa, tem como a gente subir aqui? Não tem, não. Ah, galera, vou fracassar na missão, cara. O milho tá só baixando. Olha os corvos entrando ali. Ah lá, fracassou. Você perdeu muito milho. Ah, cala a boca, mano. Nossa, galera, na moral, velho. Espante os corvos, beleza. Tem que segurar os que estão querendo entrar, galera, eu acho. Os que forem pra entrar, a gente... Ali, ó. Entrou. É corvo, comedor de milho. Agora foi rapidinho.
Finally. Now about that stew.
Agora é hora do ensopado. E cadê o ensopado? Já tem outra missão da Abigail aqui, galera. Vamos ver. Abigail.
John, we got a telegram from some lady friend of yours, a Bonnie something or other. Something you ain't telling me?
Bonnie McFarland. She's a friend. Saved my life when I went after Bill and nearly got myself killed again.
Oh, and now you two's in the habit of sending each other letters. How very nice.
It weren't nothing like that. What's it say?
I don't know. I can't... Well, you know I can't read.
Give it here.
You read that thing out loud.
I ain't hiding nothing. Dear Mr. Marston, stop. Need corn sacks. Stop. Emergency. Stop. Weevils and moths ate entire county supply. Stop. Can you help? Not exactly the most romantic request now, is it?
I guess not. She saved your life, you say?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, then you're gonna have to help her and her family out. We've got a plentiful supply of corn sacks over near the silo. About the one thing Uncle didn't manage to have stolen while we was gone.
Okay.
Hurry back, John. And John, what's she like?
You know. A little bit like you, I guess. She's a woman in a man's world.
Abigail com ciúmes, galera. Agora vamos ter que voltar.
Wait! Maybe I should meet this McFarlane woman. Well, come on then. Let's get going.
Vai até o armazém geral no rancho McFarlane antes que o tempo acabe.
I don't think I can let you go off again without me.
Fair enough. I'm glad of the company. You only had to ask.
Ask? I was waiting for you to ask me.
I thought you'd want to keep an eye on the boy.
Oh, while you were off reporting with cowgirls in the next county? I don't think so, John Marston. You only just got home. That Jack has seen enough of me for a lifetime. So, is she married? This phony McFarlane?
No,
What does she look like?
I don't know. Pretty normal, I suppose.
Normal? What? Normal like me?
No, normal as in 2 eyes, mouth, nose, that kind of normal. Besides, ain't no woman fine as you.
A little flattery. Now we're finally getting somewhere.
If you find yourself in a hole, the first thing to do is stop digging.
Another pearl of wisdom from John Marston. I sure do miss those.
I never took you for the jealous type, Abigail.
I ain't jealous so much as curious.
You heard what she wrote. It's just some corn. She saved my life. She was decent enough to me, so I owe her this much at least. Come on.
How did she save your life anyway?
She found me half dead on the side of the road and took me to the doctor. Most folks would have left me there.
Half dead from what?
Bill didn't take so kindly to me visiting unannounced.
Bill never did like surprises. How was he?
Same as he was when we left. Angry and dumb. Taking his revenge out on the world. People down there was really scared of him.
A Bill? You gotta be kidding me. He was only frightening if he was afraid of dumb fools.
Bill weren't so bad, but Dutch went crazy. Bill took it hard.
For a while, we all thought we'd found something right. A better way to live, but it was just a lie. So you saw before they did.
Maybe. But there was still kind of a family.
A family that left you for dead. You knew the truth, John, and they hated you for it.
Galera, Abigail.
Who?
Those government bastards. Where did they hold you, Jack?
I ain't sure. They kept their eyes covered there and back. Can't have been too far from here, though.
They treat you right?
It ain't the first time I've had a gun to my head, John. You're forgetting your marriage proposal.
Very funny.
No, they learned pretty quick what would happen if they laid a finger on me.
Sons of bitches.
It wasn't them or being there. I didn't care about that. I've been in far worse situations.
Chegamos, galera.
You came. Thank you so much. We lost the entire harvest.
Miss McFarlane, I'd like you to meet my wife, Abigail.
Oh, ain't you quite the gentleman all of a sudden?
It's a pleasure to meet you, Mrs. Marston.
Likewise. Thank you for saving my husband's life. And for teaching the miserable goats manners, among other things.
I didn't teach him anything. I know better than to try to change a man. You should meet my father.
Oh, people can change, Miss McFarlane. John and I have to believe that more than anybody.
This is a decent first harvest for you, John. You should be proud. That's good land you got there.
How are you feeling, Mrs. Marston? From what your husband told me, it must have been awful for you.
I've been through worse, and I knew he'd be back before too long. He can't cook a meal to save his life.
Abigail, in my darkest hours, when I was most homesick, just the thought of one of your rat meat stews kept me pushing forward.
Well, about as amusing as a weeping saddle sore, ain't he, Miss McFarlane? If you're gonna start yammering about women's work, John, I'd say you might be in the wrong company.
I'd say so, too.
I never felt so outnumbered.
Ma'am?
Ela ficou triste com isso. Ela ficou triste em ver o John com a Abigail. Ou eu tô ficando doido?
Oh, that was the famous Bonnie.
That was her, all right.
She's pretty.
She's normal, like I said.
Well, you always wanted to be a rancher. I'd have thought she'd be just your thing. The perfect rancher's wife, if I ever saw one.
I already got a rancher's wife.
I'm only teasing. I like her, and I'm glad she saved your life. Most of the time, anyway.
The McFarlands are good people.
She did blush redder than a shepherd's sunset when she saw you, though.
I have that effect on women.
You've clearly had one too many blows to the head.
You ain't wrong about that, Mrs. Marston.
O John vai lá e provoca ainda, galera.
That's quite a ranch they got there.
That'll be us someday. As soon as we get back on our feet.
I don't know, John. How many times can we start again? An outlaw and a working girl. We ain't exactly farmers.
We are now. Forget that life. It's over.
Do you really believe that?
We have to. It's the only way we'll ever have a future.
The life we led, that doesn't go away. It's never over. You think those government men are just gonna leave us alone now?
The old gang's dead. I did what they asked.
And that's it? A life of crime forgiven?
We're back together, ain't we?
Until they decide you owe them something else.
Sometimes I think I was the stupid one for believing I could get out. Maybe Dutch, Bill, and Javier were just being honest with themselves.
You ain't perfect, John, and I sure ain't. But you're better than they are, than they were.
Maybe we can't change. But we gotta try, for Jack's sake. Even if we have to start again 100 times. It's better than going back to what we were. How's Jack doing?
Angry, upset. He's been through a lot.
I hope he's gonna be all right.
It's gonna take time. For a while, his world was safe, normal even. Then it got turned upside down again.
He ain't saying much about it.
I've tried to talk to him, but how do you explain any of this? What do you say when he asks about Uncle Bill and Uncle Dutch? They were family when he was a little boy.
He hides away in those books of his.
Wouldn't you? It ain't like the real world's done him many favors. He's just been kidnapped. He grew up with a gang. That's no life for a boy.
We did our best to protect him.
Come on, John. He saw things no boy should see.
Well, now we got a chance to make it right.
Recanto Beaches Rope. Chegamos, galera. Chegamos.
We did good today, John. I guess I better go fix us something to eat.
Abigail com ciúme da senhorita Bonnie McFarlane, galera. Tem mais duas missões ali, uma do Jack e a outra eu creio que é do tio, não sei. Mas enfim, eu vou parar por aqui nesse episódio, galera. Daqui a gente continua no próximo, beleza? E quem tiver gostado já sabe, deixa o like, se inscreve no canal e ativa todas as notificações para não perder nenhum vídeo novo, beleza? Muito obrigado a todo mundo que assistiu até aqui, fiquem todos com Deus e até o próximo vídeo. Falou, valeu, é nóis, fui!